What's up everyone, Michael Elefante here. I own and operate 6 short-term rentals on Airbnb that do around $80,000 per month, and also own a property management company that will have 100 plus properties under management before the end of the year. Now, after being in the industry for over 3 years now, I've compiled a list of pros and cons to running an Airbnb business that may help you decide if you want to get involved. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you have any interest in free content about achieving financial freedom through real estate and Airbnb. And if you find any value in this video, please do me a huge favor by hitting the like button. I'll start out with the cons of running an Airbnb business. Number 1, the Airbnb space is simply just getting more competitive. You can no longer set up a basic property and expect to make a bunch of money. You have to have great design, amenities, and manage the property effectively to stay relevant in your specific market. Number 2, despite what a lot of people preach, Airbnb is not 100% passive. It is still an active business. Now, with that being said, you can automate 90% of the business through software, but you still have to be reactive and tend to guess needs or issues as they may arise. You can outsource guest and cleaner communication further by hiring a virtual assistant or a full-time employee. As you scale, it becomes less passive if you're self-managing. Once you scale to a certain number of properties, hiring a property manager may make sense for you to make it a truly passive source of income and allow you to focus on the bigger picture items such as scaling the business. Number 3, seasonality. Depending on what market you're in, there is more than likely busier months and months of the year. So your revenue and your cash flow is not the same each month. And if you do not do your research ahead of time and leverage tools such as AirDNA, this can come back to haunt you. Number 4, the travel industry is subject to economic downturns or things such as a mass illness like we saw back in 2020. So if people travel less or stop traveling completely, your revenue and your cash flow will suffer dramatically. Now, most of the time, these scenarios are temporary, so it's important to have a few months of cash reserves to cover your expenses as a safety net. Number 5, increasing regulation. This is more common in urban areas, but local government is cracking down on which areas within a city that you can do Airbnb or even eliminating them altogether. This can usually be mitigated by doing some upfront research and going into a more STR-friendly area. However, it is always subject to change and there is some risk there regardless. Now, before you write off Airbnbs in general, let's review the pros list on why Airbnbs are still a great investment. First and foremost, cash flow and return on investment. If done right, meaning designed well, a proper investment analysis is run on your property, it can be one of the highest yielding, if not the highest yielding asset class in real estate. A single property can cash flow you thousands of dollars per month. That's after all expenses and either the mortgage or rent has been paid. My minimum target cash on cash return has been 25% for any particular investment. And this type of cash flow and ROI certainly supersedes most of the cons listed just a moment ago. Number 2, attaining financial freedom at a young age. Due to the high cash flow potential, you can achieve financial freedom at a very young age. So if you want to quit your job and spend more time traveling and doing what you want to do, Airbnb does provide an excellent path to achieving this lifestyle. It only takes a few properties to achieve financial freedom. Number 3, you can now run short-term rentals from anywhere. You can leverage technology and eliminate the need for local property managers until you scale to a certain point. So if you want to self-manage, you use things such as smart Wi-Fi locks, automate scheduling with your cleaners using Turnover Bnb, automate most of the guest communication using property management software, use dynamic pricing tools even. Number 4, you can start on any budget. You can do rental arbitrage, where you essentially garner permission from the landlord to rent, furnish, and re-rent out on Airbnb. All you need is money for the furniture and any other small costs associated with setting up the lease. You can co-host for other property owners as well at no cost to you. Basically, you just act as the property manager and take a percentage of the revenue as your management fee. Number 5, you can now leverage data on sites like AirDNA, and you cannot do this years ago. AirDNA allows you to see historical occupancy and daily rates, top performing properties, and other useful information as it pertains to any market in the world. And number 6, the last point I'll make is while everyone and their mother are predicting a recession, a massive recession in the next 12 months or so, will that happen? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but it seems that people have been predicting this for years now. Aside from this, we have record inflation, so your cash is rotting away in the bank. Pair that with rising interest rates, so borrowing money to invest in real estate makes margins super thin for long-term rentals and most commercial real estate type investments. So it's important to find good investment alternatives that can produce a strong yield on your money invested. I strongly believe that short-term rentals and Airbnb can provide you a much higher profit margin and a higher rate of return, which makes it a better investment at this time. So there you have it. That's my list of pros and cons to running an Airbnb business in today's economy. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to continue learning and your education around short-term rentals and real estate. That's what my channel is all about. All my resources are in the description below this video if you'd like to check those out. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok or any other socials, my handle is @melefante6. I'll see y'all soon.